Finding a midpoint between a line segment is a pretty interesting problem. Let's get started by plotting those 2 points. So 1 and a 5, it's roughly over here. Okay, so let's put the coordinates over there, 1 and a 5. The other one is 7, so this is roughly a 5, 6, and 7. 7 and minus 2, so roughly over here. Let's write a 7 and minus 2. Okay. Now let's collecting the lines here. So we're looking for a midpoint here. What we really want to do or show the kids is this. If you connect the x and the y legs up, the difference, the leg that moved on the along x-axis here is the difference between 7 and 1. That's 6 units. Okay. The halfway point between 6 units on the x-axis is really 3 units here. Okay, so basically you got to starting from 1, this is where we started, and move 3 units over. That gives you the coordinate of the midpoint of the one coordinate of the midpoint. That's a 4. Okay, so once again, that's 6 units here, and you do half of it and move from the point you started with. That's this point. Okay, you actually split it up into x and y. So the first one, you're going to move 3 units from 1. That gets you to 4. The y direction over here, let's subtract it. We went from 5 all the way down to minus 2. That's the difference of 5 minus minus 2, which is 7 units. Okay, so let's put a 7 units there. And half of that, okay, that's this unit. Half of that unit is 3.5. 3.5. Okay, and how far, where did we move from? We moved from 5 downward 3.5 units. So if you do a 5 minus 3.5, that gives you 1.5. Okay, so here's the midpoint coordinates. Now this is a little long and cumbersome way, but it's a lot better than memorizing a formula. The formula, after you did all this, you'll see the midpoint is actually x1 plus x2 divided by 2. It works out mathematically. And y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, it's important you go through the graph and have the student count it out first before giving this equation, because on the test, sooner or later this equation will not be there. But what will stay is how to figure it out on your own. Math is all about figuring it out. Okay, so if you substitute back in here, you get exactly the same answer, 4 and 1.5. Hope this helps. Have a confident day.